This is the OP13 hybrid camper by Opus. Bryce, mate, what's your favourite feature?
Look, mate, the setup of this thing is super quick. It is so easy. You're done and dusted in 10-15 minutes. And look, the solar panels on the roof, there's 5. You've got 500 watt of solar, keep you going for weeks on end.
I really have to check it out. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, the first thing that I noticed, Bryce, is this slide-out kitchen. You don't want to be indoors where it's stuffy. You want to be cooking in the great outdoors.
Exactly. And this is a good 4-burner stove, like what you get in your house. And you've got this slide-out table, so you've got a bit of extra bench space that you can use.
All stainless steel as well, so obviously it's not going to rust.
That's correct, definitely.
And then you've got this fold-out bed area. I mean, this camper is 13 feet, so this really maximises the internal living space, doesn't it?
It does, and it enables us to fit a king-size bed, a nice, comfy king-size bed in the space. And it's also super simple to set up. Couple panels, you're done.
3 or 4 minutes?
3 or 4 minutes, easy.
Okay, so for a van such as this, you don't have the internal kitchen because it's all about the external living and enjoying the great outdoors. So this is a really important feature for this van. It's a slide-out tray. Now you've got a 96-litre portable fridge here.
Correct.
Inside, we've got the 12-volt connection. We've got an Anderson plug connection as well as a 240-volt connection. So you're not going to have any troubles cooling down the fridge. And really, it's just a matter of sliding it out.
Exactly, and that is it.
That works well, and as I said, this is such an important feature for a hybrid van.
Definitely. If you want to be off-grid for a long period of time, having a decent fridge is going to get you out there for a long period of time.
Bryce, this Stone Guard setup's actually a little bit different, isn't it? Because you can fold it down so that you can access the fuel tank for the optional diesel heater. And the other thing is, I reckon you could stuff some wet tarps or some fishing rods behind there, anything you want to keep out of the way, or wet items.
That's correct. That's definitely correct. We've seen fishing rods, seen tarps, seen the mats that are on the ground, all stuffed in here to get that trip home so you don't get it all dirty inside your camper.
Now here's something that you don't see too often. Yes, the picnic table is nothing too unusual, but check out this recess here. I really like it because it adds a little bit of extra storage space and even a bit of shelf space as well. And look, you've got a decent amount of storage here by the kitchen. Over here we'll find a little storage compartment, and that's actually surprisingly large. And then under the draining board, we'll find a storage space here, and there's one under the cooktop as well. Good for your cutlery, your knives, even your can opener. Hey Bryce, show us inside.
Sure, let's go.
You know what? This is larger on the inside than you'd think by looking at the camper before you set it up, before you pull out that bed area. You can live very comfortably in here.
It's very spacious, isn't it?
So we know this camper is well and truly capable off-road. We've seen it in action. What kind of suspension are you using?
So we're using an independent suspension with Ironman shock absorbers that we've had specially designed for both our 13 and our 15 hybrids.
So it sits on an RHS chassis.
It does, yes.
What sort of framing material are you using? Is it steel, aluminium?
It's an aluminium composite paneling, making it nice and light, nice and rigid. And in the roof, we've got a honeycomb patterned roof system, helping keep that nice and light too, so make the roof go up and down nice and easier.
DO35 coupling as well?
Always. Couldn't beat them.
Now this is a small point, but I noticed that you do have your 12-volt power points where you need them. You've got your reading lights where you want them, and also those bunks. They're great for the kids.
They are. They're very good. Look, I can even fit in the bunks myself.
And that bathroom looks good.
It's a great little unit in there, isn't it? All plumbed in, ready to go. So you just turn it on, and you got your hot water. You can have your shower, and off you go.
How much fresh water can we carry on this van?
So you've actually got 2 tanks, 120 litres each. And you've also got a 67 grey water tank for your sink and your bathroom.
And that's pretty important for, camping in national parks and that sort of thing, isn't it?
Exactly. You need to have that water there just in case.
And what about the 12-volt system?
So the 12-volt system we've got in here, we've got 200 amp hour lithium batteries, come as standard. You've got a 40 amp DC to DC, 20 amp AC to DC, and you've got 500 watt solar on the roof.
You know what? The fact that you've got 200 amp hours worth of lithium is music to my ears, because right now we could power up that reverse cycle air conditioner and get some cooling through this van. It's very hot, despite the fact that we're off grid.
Exactly. So with that power system, and there's the option to upgrade to an extra battery as well, you can be off grid for weeks on end.
So we know this camp is available in 2 different sizes, a 13-footer and a 15-footer. What about layouts?
So in layouts, you've actually got 4 options in the 2 different sizes. Obviously, we've got the bunk version here, but there's 3 others without bunks, and exactly the same in the 15.
And at the end of the day, this camper is designed to go more or less anywhere the four-wheel drive can.
That's it. If you can point your car there and the car can go, camper can go behind it.
So that's the OP13 by Opus Campers. It's a real off-road warrior.